Welcome to a brand new episode of Gadget Nation. In fact, this is also a brand new season. And first and foremost, I'd like to wish you a very, very happy new year. Not only from myself, but everyone here at Gadget Nation and Astro Awani. My name is Adam Carruthers, by the way, and I'm excited. Here we are at the Mine 21 in Ampang, ready and loaded to show you some awesome new gadgets. Keep you updated on the latest news and much more. So, without further ado, I'm going to sit over there and we'll start the show.
Samsung Malaysia has announced the launch of NX1, the fast compact system camera. The NX1 delivers superb image quality and unrivaled usability, setting a new benchmark for photographers by providing a genuine alternative to DSLRs as the professional camera of choice around the world. Available at all Samsung authorized dealers, the NX1 is priced at 4,699 ringgit for camera body only and 8,699 ringgit for body and lens. Lenovo Malaysia, together with Blizzard Entertainment, has joined forces to mark the availability of the Hearthstone Heroes of Warcraft digital card game on the Android platform. With this collaboration, consumer was able to preview the Hearthstone game on the Lenovo Yoga Tablet 2 at selected Starbucks Malaysia outlets. Finally, after 2 years, Instagram is giving Instagrammer more options. The Facebook-owned app just added 5 new photo filters. Inspired by the photography, art, fashion and design of the global Instagram community, the 5 filters are Slumber, Crema, Ludwig, Aiden and Perpetua filters.
Gaming. In case you didn't know, I love to play video games, so I'm always on the lookout for new technology that I could play video games with. It could be peripherals for consoles, but what excites me even more would be a brand new gaming device itself. Now what I'm about to show you is very sleek looking at showing the evolution of gaming laptops out there, and it's not too expensive either, so it's certainly very tempting. Gaming laptops have come so far in a short space of time. It's been fantastic. Now, the reason I say this, not so much for the performance, but just the fact that it's called a laptop. Before this, they were all so bulky, and I mean, it was just so chunky, it was so large, it was really hard to carry around, thus defeating the purpose of what we call a laptop. Now, what I have right here weighs about 5.29 pounds, less than 6 pounds, and look at how slim it is. I mean, that is what I'm talking about. Nowadays, gaming laptops can have a slim profile and still have the performance fee to play all your games that you like out there. So, what we have here is obviously from Acer, and thanks to the fact that nowadays everything is so much smaller, everything in terms of parts internally and the cooling system. Before this, it had to have a larger profile in order to cool the system down because of the high performance of it. But nowadays, it's so much sleeker, so much more awesome in a nutshell. What we have from Acer is the Aspire V15 Nitro Black Edition. Now, this is reflective of the screen size, which is 15 inches, or slightly over 15 inches, I should add, as opposed to the other editions of this model, which also has 17 inches. So obviously, that's the V17 edition. This is the black one, so everything looks even sleeker in black, with a hint of metal profiling around the sides in terms of the hinges, etc. And there's a lot of love given to this gaming laptop right here. So let's take a closer look at it. Firstly, let's talk about the specs, the internal specs of this bad boy right here. It's pretty nifty. It's Intel Core i7 quad-core, so pretty nifty in that sense. Now, one thing I do like is how they've got the 8 GB solid-state drive, so you can boot up pretty fast. The hard drive itself is 1 tera, so it should be plenty of memory right there for you. Also, it's got 12 GB of RAM, it's got 2 GB dedicated memory, so for an entry-level model, that will certainly do the job. Now, let's just take a look at the actual body itself. I touched on it having this metal hinge right here. It does look very nifty. I don't know if you saw it early on, but it's also imprinted there, the Acer V Nitro. So it does look a little bit classy when you flip it open. you can still see it as well on the hinge, obviously, right there. Now, in terms of the screen, it's pretty good. I mean, it's become not so much the higher end in terms of the 1080 performance here, because now the competitors are coming up with higher screen resolutions, etc. But it'll certainly do a very, very nifty job. If I close this, I just want to show you the sides. You've got the Kensington lock right there, so you can make sure no one can access what you have. And on the other side, we've got the usual USB 3.0, and of course we've got the power, etc. So pretty basic. The Wi-Fi itself is also pretty nifty, although it's not using the highest specs possible nowadays. If you're worried about the speaker system as well, it's got 4 speakers and it's pretty rich. You can also enhance it with the Dolby Plus mode here, and then you can start tweaking around and doing the settings exactly how you would like. So that's pretty cool. How it does look here, it has a backlit, which is red, keyboard, which does look very, very nifty, as you can see right there. Let me just input the password. And then, there we go. So you can see exactly how it fares. Pretty cool if you ask me. Now, overall, it's very, very nifty. But what do I think in closing? Overall, I do think this is a very, very nifty gaming device. Also because of the price, it's less than 3,500 ringgit. In fact, it's slightly less than 3,400 ringgit. So you can't complain too much. The specs internally, I think, are pretty cool. They're pretty nifty. They will definitely get you by in terms of gaming. The speakers do a very, very good job, especially if you start tweaking around with it. I mean, the screen itself, it's pretty good as well. I know that there's higher resolutions out there now in the premium competitors, but you're also going to be paying a lot more for it, so we can't complain too much. There's a lot to love about this. If you're into gaming, this could very well be a very viable option for you, especially if you're concerned about budget. I mean, some other brands out there, we're talking slightly less than 10,000 ringgit for a gaming device. This one less than 5, less than 4, less than 3. Well, sorry, no, 3.5, less than that. So I really, really do think it does also look very sleek. In fact, even if you're not into gaming or anything, this could also do a very, very good job in itself. If you don't mind the fact that it's slightly heavy if you're comparing it to something like a MacBook Air, for example. But compared to how gaming laptops were before, with all the cooling inside, etc., this is absolutely perfect. And I didn't even add that you can actually pop everything off at the back, etc., and maintain it very, very easily. If you want to change some parts or clean out the fan, that's also very easy to use. So good job to Acer for thinking of that in terms of longevity and maintaining your device. This is very cool. Spire V Nitro Black Edition.